On August 1st, 2018, the first Roommates album came out, titled Good Buddy Best Friend, the theme song and more. Now please tell me your musical background before this. I know this was made for the hit TV comedy series Good Buddy Best Friend. Might I add that it's
Oh
classic. I
yes,
love the Mountain Dew episode. Um
starring Mitch Hedberg.
yeah. And I know you did work with a group called Stupid Rock before this. Maybe tell about some more of your musical background.
Oh yeah. I started writing songs in like 2015, and at first they were all parodies, and then over the next year, me and my sisters and our friend Durf started this band Stupid Rock. Actually, it was called The Stranglers for the first like two albums, but then we realized that was taken by some band from the 70s. We changed it to Stupid Rock and made like 20 more albums. But they were all just like, you know, just demos. If even that, like, most of it was just noises. And at like 2017, I started writing actual songs down in like notebooks, but never recorded anything actually until, I mean, real song wise, until July 31st. And then the next day, August 1st, just, I don't know, I just released it all.
Well, that brings us to our next point.
All the stuff from that night.
The album is the shortest made Roommates album in only 7 hours. It took 7 hours to record this album.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
it just one take? Why did it take this quick?
I don't know. I don't know. No, it just, well, one thing, three of the tracks on the album are songs by Ace that he was just never going to really release, I don't think. But I just put them on here because it was our collaborative album. And, so those were already there. And then the song Fighting It, the instrumental was from a while ago, and I just added to it. So those four were easy, and then the other six were just kind of, I don't know.
Well, still, you say it like that. It's still miraculous how it was done in only 7 hours.
Yeah, I guess.
But what
But like,
wasn't what?
Penny Lane was like 36 hours. So.
But what brings us to our next thing? About like 2 or 3 months later, I don't really remember how to count months. Is space to the time to the continuum. Now, talk about Ace's involvement with this, like Far Away.
Oh. Yeah, he was pretty far away. We actually did it over a live stream. Um,
Those weren't even
the whole
invented
thing
yet.
was recorded that way. They weren't. Wow.
2018. I don't even think they put Man on
I'm
the Moon
old.
yet.
Oh yeah.
No, Ace's
They
involvement
did put a
though.
toilet up there though. They put that toilet up on the moon, and then it just
I wish
inspired
I
this whole thing. You know.
I wish I was.
I wish I was that toilet. So
I
shiny,
know.
gets to live in space by
Uh,
itself.
Let us just give a quick disclaimer. We're referencing a song that we did. This isn't some sort of like weird like thing we're into. I don't think there's a
Somebody
space.
thought that.
I don't think there's a space tag yet on certain sites. Let's just leave it.
Yeah, I've copyrighted that though. The whole toilet on the moon bit.
No, but really, Far Away. I personally really like the MIDI with the vocals, but
Oh yeah.
Ace's involvement with the whole project. Like, what did
Ace,
he contribute to the Space Time Continuum album?
Ace recorded a whole album of midis called Detonation
Mm-hmm.
in like 2015 or something. It was finished, but it never got released until I, I think this year, because I just thought it was really good. And one of the songs on it was Far Away, but it just didn't have singing on it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Now,
pretty much just took that track and added singing to it, and Um,
Yeah.
him and Cash liked it, so I went on with it.
Now, legend has it that Always Wanted to Rock was originally for this. Please tell the story.
Oh yeah, that was, man, that was awful. We like just hung out, and it was probably like 4 hours or something of just like playing around and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where we did the whole space time continuum thing, but we also recorded Always Wanted to Rock, and when we went back to like organize it all and burn it to a CD, Always Wanted to Rock just wasn't on the computer, and it was like my favorite thing off the album, which kind of sucked. But it was like, when was Space Time Continuum?
October 17th,
November something?
2018.
Oh, October 17th? Right.
Yep.
So wow, it was a long time. It was like January 9th or something that we finally recorded and saved, redid Always Wanted to Rock.
Yeah. But you know what?
Long time.
But you know what did save? Salsa Can Be an Anagram. Now, this was released on January 6th, 2019, which was a couple months after the second. And is it true that it was recorded in one take? And how did the song names come to be?
The weird thing, what was it, January 6th?
Yep.
That I released it?
Mm-hmm.
And it was recorded like the day before.
I suppose.
And I guess I kind of wrote it the day before too, but I got that synthesizer on Christmas, and it was like the first time I ever used one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, whoa, I love this thing.
Yeah, trying out the new tricks.
Yeah. So for like a week, I guess I was just fidgeting around with it, and then that one day I just recorded it,
Mm-hmm. That is cool.
I guess
though.
I kind of wrote it as it was recording.
Yeah, because you're just experimenting
And
with
then
your new Christmas gift.
Yeah, kind of like the electronic sound album that George Harrison did.
Mm-hmm. Now some of the song names are kind of saucy. How'd some of the titles come to be?
Actually, the weird thing is that like there wasn't anything behind that. I just had a picture of salsa, so I just like decided to name the stuff weird like that. Just like name it all about salsa.
Mm-hmm.
So there wasn't really like a backstory. I just kind of did it.
Yeah. So now the next album is Clevermore, which is you would consider a compilation album. Am I correct?
Yeah, because it like has the entire Salsa Can Be an Anagram too, and Space Time Continuum on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then
So
like
you're
all the singles that weren't on albums.
So you're really getting your bang for your buck, really.
Yeah. Oh, but it also had like 5 new songs. It was just like a massive album if you consider it an album.
All right, everybody, shut up and look at the album cover. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Somebody was selling that carpeted piano, and I wanted it, but it cost money. I don't even remember how much.
But then, it just disappeared.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened to it. Somebody must have bought it.
You can't even find it anymore. So if you're out there somewhere, one of those 2 listeners who isn't me or Hank, please let us know if you can find it or know any information about it. Because that would help us deeply.
Have
somehow.
you seen this child?
Yes, maybe we can get a campaign going, put it on the side of milk. This is more important. Hopefully I never run for president, because this will come back to bite me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's me right there. My entire life.
Hashtag.
I'm not running for president. Hashtag what?
Now, apparently we've only started like 17 minutes ago, but it feels like a month. 1 month. Month 1. January 29th, we got month 1 coming out. Now, listen.
Oh, that is a good lead into the next thing.
I got another legend. Legend has it that cottage cheese was an outtake from this album? Is this true?
What was?
Cottage cheese? Let me breathe.
Oh, cottage cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
so this is like my first distorted thing.
Mm.
Um,
You left the CD in the sunny car, and it worked.
um, but really, it's like exactly like the always wanted to rock thing. I, which cottage cheese was like a punk thing, I guess, when I was recording this album, and I recorded it, and it was kind of just you know improvised,
Yeah.
and then
On what instrument? Maybe add that.
it was guitar and singing. Not really singing, it was just me saying cottage cheese. But I don't know. Oh, I think I know what happened. Like sometimes I add everything that I just recorded. Like I take it off my phone and put it on the computer, and then I delete it off my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably just deleted it there and never even got to mix it or anything.
Rest
So
in
that didn't
peace.
really
Moment of silence.
rest in cheese.
Now, that wasn't the first
Oh,
album.
but
Wait. My squeaky clean smooth transitions. Don't destroy them. Okay, so that wasn't the first album. But this is the first dimension on May 22nd, 2019, which actually is actually a pretty good while after January, since month one. Not month one of the band, I mean month one of the... Yeah, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, let's just tell the fans that this is the first ever album ever in history by the Roommates, that features Cash on guitar. Now, how did you guys meet?
Yeah, this was when Cash joined. Oh man, that's tough. What happened?
At a certain bar?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it was at El Toro bar in Brazil.
No, but come on now. How did you meet? How did you meet Cash?
Oh, I remember. It just came back to me. I posted something asking if anybody would want to drum or play bass in me and Eddie's music. And at that time, Eddie was kind of not recording as much with me. So then it was just me. And then Cash joined, and he actually played guitar. And I think he wasn't like the official Roommates guitarist, but he was the best guitarist.
But it was his first featured on an album by the Roommates.
Yeah, he joined like right after I finished month one, and then we didn't record until this one.
Mm-hmm. And now, about a month later, in June 20th to be exact, you came out with the record "Maybe I Matter." Very interesting album cover. Maybe run us through the process of how you made it.
Let me look at the track listing to try to remember.
For how you made the cover?
Oh, the cover.
Yeah.
That's weird, actually. I was home alone, and I just like set up a bunch of lamps in my doorway, which didn't have a door, and just to get like a weird like warm kind of shadow, like how the red is, and I just had them all pointed in the direction to where I could take the picture of my shadow without the phone being in it,
Yeah. Now, a month later, July 20th, updated recording of Miracles by Ace? It seems like you're musically evolving. Why the remake? Why the updated recording?
Um, why did we I don't know. Josh just kind of wanted to.
Really?
He's the one playing guitar in that one, in the newer one.
Mm-hmm. Now, the next album is
You know how it is.
Microsoft Sucks on
Oh,
August 1st.
Microsoft sucks.
And something interesting about this. Mr. Straw Barry Harrington has a certain remix of a certain This Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what do you mean, oh yeah? The guy. Remember the guy? Yeah?
Okay. Ryohei Kaneyama?
Yeah. Whoa, you pronounced that so smoothly. Wow.
He,
I'm impressed. And he gave you his grace.
he actually never replied to my comment,
He didn't? I
but,
could've...
but he did have a thing in the description of, like, hey, if you want to use this for a karaoke or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, you can use this recording of it.
And so, when you came up with the lyrics for Mr. What came first?
Back in
The 90s, I was
When was
in
it?
a very...
I think it was like July of 2018,
Whoa.
or maybe a little later, that I was making up like a comedy kind of mockumentary kind of musical thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was called like Hank and the Roommates.
Ah.
And one of the songs was Mr. Strawberry Harrington. And then at this point, I was like looking at all my old ideas, and this was like my favorite one. So I felt like I had to redo it, but I couldn't play it, you know, the way that I had imagined. Yeah. And the instrumental to this song, if I just switched a few parts, just fit perfectly with it. So
Mm-hmm. Now, this isn't even a
I
parody
just
of
found
This
an
Boy.
instrumental.
It's just the
No.
chord progression you wanted. Matched it.
Yeah.
That's actually very interesting.
Interesting.
Now.
Interesting.
What would be a good idea to call the 10th album? Number 10. The 10th album. I know.
Probably like the Roommates
Volume 23! Released August 16th, 2010.
What was that?
Okay. Now,
Alright.
something's fishy going on. I noticed something. Let me just type into Google. Let me type into YouTube. The Roommates Volume 23. Okay, cool song.
What's happening?
Let's go to the next track. Wait a minute. Different YouTube channel. Let's go to the next track. Another different
yeah.
What the? What's going on here? Every track on a different YouTube channel. Why?
I thought the fans from all my different channels would like it for some reason. And then it would gain some kind of height of, you know,
Well, that's a very interesting...
something bigger. But actually, not all of the channels were even mine. Some of them were friends too.
That's actually like a
Jamie
really...
Wilkins.
That's a really smart idea, actually, I think. Like, to like get it out on so many different places that it spreads, that different audiences can find it? Or did it, like, not work as that intended?
Yeah, I wanted it to spread like COVID-19. And then I wanted COVID-19 not to spread the way that it was. But, you know, you can never get what you want.
Yeah. But you know what you can get? Don't Be Stupid, Dude, on October 26, 2019, 11th album, on YouTube. Now, very nice artwork done by your friend. Very nice, very nice.
It's kind of the opposite of Stop Making Sense.
Yeah.
By Talking Heads.
Yeah. Isn't this actually a clay thing you made that the artist drew from?
Oh, yeah, I made I made that out of clay a long time ago. I don't even know when. Maybe even like 2017 or something.
Wow.
Um, and it has a lot of backstory, the characters and everything, but I don't want to make this video twice as long as it has to be.
Can you make a long story short and say like what their names were and what it had to do with? Like what was it for?
I can try. I can try to make it short, but
Okay.
anyways, so there's this drawing game on just Chrome or whatever
Yeah.
where it's called interference,
Mm-hmm.
and some people draw and then other people have to describe them,
Yeah.
and games are like that happening like 36 times or something.
Mm-hmm.
And my uncle and I were both playing that game, and he did this thing where he made like 36 different accounts. I were both and played an entire game by himself, drawing and describing.
Sounds fun. Sounds
Like
fun.
the whole thing was just him drawing and describing a character he made up called Kenny Peterson from the Kenny Peterson show, or from Rams, Yams, and Lambs.
From the what show?
And his Rams, Yams, and Lambs. Kenny Peterson show.
Yeah.
And
From the what show?
And his catchphrases were "Sup, bro" and "Don't be stupid, dude."
Ah. It's all coming
And
together.
that the characters on the album cover are supposed to be Kenny Peterson and Gumby.
Nice. Oh, Gumby, I can
So-
see it. I can see it.
So I guess that didn't take as long as I thought it would. But
No.
that's the backstory to it. It's a neat backstory.
Yeah. Stop! Hold the press. Hold the phone. Hold my hand. Yeah. Listen up,
Hold my
everybody.
hand, yeah.
It is time to cancel Hank Dynamo from the Roommates. Because listen up. Mr. Ketchup, you know the beloved song? You know it, right? Yeah. According to folklore, it's a spoof of cottage cheese.
I think it's a spoof of ketchup.
What?
No, you're right.
The condiment? What are the legality rights about that? No, but how'd that happen? I thought cottage cheese was just an improvised, like, weird effects on vocals. How does that get spoofed?
I just thought it'd be funny to do it again.
And you know what?
Because it pretty much was just.
You gosh dang right. It was funny.
So they're both just improvised acoustic things with just me saying a thing
Wait.
over it and weird effects.
Mr. Ketchup was improvised?
Yeah, why?
That's impressive. That's a good song. That's good lyrics. It's like perfect timing.
Doesn't it just?
It
I thought it
works so
just kept
well.
saying Mr. Ketchup. And then why? Like Mr. Ketchup.
I know, but it just seems so
Why?
like written like it was on purpose.
Oh.
Like it wasn't just improvised.
Well, after I had the acoustic part done, I thought about, oh wait, that'd be funny to make this like cottage cheese, and just say Mr. Ketchup.
Yeah.
So that wasn't really improvised, the vocal part.
Mm-hmm. Now let's get on to a more serious songwriting, I guess. We go over to Evermore now. How did you write Flame and
yeah.
I?
Flame and I.
Yeah.
That was just an improvised one.
No, it was not.
No, really.
It wasn't written?
I mean, not in one take. The vocals and the guitar were separate.
Quit blowing my mind, man. So many people in the audience. They're all getting their mind blown. I actually... Wow, but how did you come up with it, though?
I don't know. I guess it was kind of like a mixture of Melvin's and Pink Floyd influence.
Mm-hmm. Now let's go over to the next album, which also ends with Evermore. Anyway, since we have limited time since the internet sucks, let's get on with the program. Uh, okay. This will probably just be cut out anyway because... Anyway. Okay, so I don't remember what I asked about Night of Fights, but that's right when you cut out. So, say something interesting about that song.
Is there something interesting about it?
If not, we're moving on to Spider Elephants. Okay. November 14th. The title spoofs the stupid rock album, Elephant
Wait a
Spiders. I
Oh
told you
yeah,
we're going fast.
yeah. That's alright.
Okay. So yeah, that's true about stupid rock Spider Elephants. Now, what's the inspiration behind
Yeah, we
Dave
had
Grohl
an album
announces
called-
the next track? Why did you make that track? Why would you do that?
Just because he just cusses so much.
That's funny though. That's a really good idea.
No,
It's creative.
Yeah. It's weird.
Okay.
I thought it would be funny.
So that's all there is to
And
know
it
about. Yeah, it was. I agree. Spider effluence. That's all you need to know. Now, pause it. Turn it off. Not the
Effluence.
stream. Rick
Was it turning off the album?
Rick Ocasek is on the cover. That's pretty respectful.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like you respect him as a musician
Yeah, I
and a
like him a
producer.
lot. Yeah.
Okay.
He was
So
my favorite producer.
Nice, nice. You gave him a nice homage by putting him on the cover. I like that. Okay, the worst of the roommates. February 14th, 2020. Different projects are being started during this. Cash's solo album and the White Album. That is true, right?
Oh yeah. Wait, which album did you ask about?
Worst
the
of
worst
the
of?
roommates. You
That
started a bunch of different side projects during this.
that's actually just a bunch of songs. Yeah, I didn't really start a side project until Pinball actually.
Well,
This
Cash
album was
did.
just a
He
bunch
did
of
his-
songs that weren't.
His-
Yeah, he did the solo thing and Scab Salad.
Yeah. And you were starting the White Album,
But,
sort of.
Yeah, this is pretty much just a bunch of songs that I recorded that were like, yeah, those can't be on the White Album.
Also, sorry if I'm interrupting
Like
you. I'm pretty
just,
sure there's like a
you know.
delay.
What do you need me to do?
No, I'm just saying I might be interrupting you, but I think it's because you're done, but then, like, I think there's a delay, so...
Oh, okay. But yeah, the worst of is just a bunch of White Album outtakes, pretty much.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Now, would you consider this a good one?
I
Songs from
think
the
our
Crap
2020
Hole!
albums
Cool
was
cover.
better. Songs from the Crab Hole.
Now, quick stat.
Um,
First you make a quick stick... Wait. Forget my rap career for a second. This was the longest length between any two Roommates albums. 212 total days since the release of the Worst of the Roommates on February 14th, all the way until September 12th, which
oh
is when
wow,
the song
I didn't
was.
notice.
Why did it take that long?
Actually, come to think of it, I did have side projects. I was producing, This Is What I Look Like Part 2 by your
Mhm.
pal Andy.
Yeah.
And also singing for, my friend Pin's, Ramones cover thing that
Oh,
we were
yeah.
to do. And we were trying to finish Cash's thing too. Like, I was
Mhm.
uploading it and stuff.
Plus work on the White Album, isn't that
And this
true?
one was pretty much, yeah. This one is just, this one's a combination, like, a lot of it is White Album outtakes, and then a few of the things I just recorded to piece it together as what it is called, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the title is a spoof of a Weezer album that they
Ah.
didn't end up finishing back in the 90s, called Songs from the Black Hole.
Mm-hmm. Someone argues the same thing. Once it gets into the suction, it doesn't come back out. But let's move on. Papa Oblivion. Released on September 24th. Papa Oblivion.
Papaya of Babylon.
Papaya of Babylon.
I love the album cover.
Yeah, me too. It's pretty iconic. Up there with Maybe I'll Just... Wait. Slow down. Maybe I Matter.
So the name was... Okay, so I was getting into the Misfits at the time, and they have a song, one of their better songs is called Hollywood Babylon. And I was in the shower, and somebody had some kind of papaya shampoo, and that's where the name came from. It's Papaya of Babylon.
What kind
And
of
then the
synth do you
picture-
use? And what was the recording process of
Like
Papa
synths and
Oblivion?
stuff.
Yeah, and the recording process.
Papaya of Babylon was just a bunch of White Album outtakes. It actually, like, some of it was recorded as far back as even, like, March.
Whoa.
Like Guitar World, or, well,
Whoa.
the song that was released on this album called All Really Got Me was originally called Guitar World, and it was just the instrumental of it.
Very nice, very nice.
But yeah, it's all outtakes.
January 11th, 2021. Out with the end and out with the new. 7 old and goldies. How were these songs picked? Former Stupid Rock members? What's that all about?
Oh yeah, from my first band.
It's all coming back together.
Well, I put together a playlist of like literally everything I like.
Mm-hmm.
Then I asked Addie what her favorites were, and she put those on there. And then I asked Durf, and he picked out his favorites. And then I think I asked you which one to get rid of, and maybe you got rid of one to like finish it. But that's just kind of how it happened.
Now, did each pick a certain amount, or was like one person responsible for more than the other?
Belsi was responsible for the most, I guess.
Is it possible for a Stupid Rock reunion in releases?
Well, yeah, we I stuttered there. We put together a Christmas thing last year.
But any more future projects with them?
But that was like the first thing since like 2018. Maybe. Durf is always asking to do more, but the rest of us just do other things.
Now, a compilation album. One thing left to do. The Roomates White Album on January 23rd, 2021.
Hold on a second.
Alright, we're holding a second. This is just for the live stream viewers because this is going to be edited anyway.
Whoa.
Are you back? Are you back?
Hello?
You're back.
Where am I?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
I'm going to cut that out because it's a copyright song.
What was happening?
Okay. Tell me how. Tell it to me straight. How was Digital Apple created? Isn't it like the third version of that song?
Oh, Digital Apple.
Yeah.
So he recorded one, I think.
At church.
I think back in March.
And we're talking about Cash.
Maybe a little after that. Yeah, Cash. And then
At church.
whenever they did that gig at some church, it was Cash and his band called like Scab Salad. They did a live version,
Church.
which was different. And then later he redid it for the album. I think the newest version is the best one though. So like I get why he redid it.
Now, how did this version of Smoke It come to be? Because I remember it was released before, like what, twice or just once? And it was different.
Actually, it's interesting. On the album Nevermore, there was the first version of Smoke It.
Oh no. Oh
And then
no.
instrumentally, it was pretty much just a
Mm.
slower version.
Okay, just had a panic there because I think
With
the
different
Wi-Fi
lyrics.
went out for a second, but I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, Stray Dog and
Wiki.
other songs were old songs you had. Why for the White Album? Was that your idea, Cash's idea?
oh yeah. Um, I think it was more. I always kind of like just making something and leaving it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was never really a fan of doing covers either.
Yeah. Now to our final
But
question.
just, you know,
Well, actually,
we were,
second to last. How did you and Cash do the recording process? Like, would he
Oh.
record his guitar first, or would you do something first, or both, or is it all plagiarized from some Mississippi Delta musicians from the early 40s?
some of it is. Oh, no, we're not like Led Zeppelin.
Oh!
I like Led Zeppelin, they just do that.
Oh! Yeah, they made it better.
The heck was that?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
I would agree. Oh crap! What was the question?
I would agree. What was the question?
Oh, the recording process. Okay, so most of the time,
Okay.
when we would record together, Cash would record his guitar to me on email, and then I would just say it on Audacity, and while it was playing, just record the vocals. Most of the time without even listening to it first, just like trying to improvise it, I guess.
Was this a good system? Like, did you like
But
it?
then one time, like what?
Was this a good process? Like, did you like this way of recording?
Oh yeah, yeah. Um,
Oh no.
actually, Smoke It and the song "You're the Reason," which both ended up on White. I had those lyrics written back in like 2016.
Technical
weird.
difficulties. Sorry, the internet's being really bad. And finally, we finally made it through the interview without the Wi-Fi. Oh wait,
I can
wait.
I can repeat it if you didn't hear it.
No, you said something about Smoke It, and I think I missed the other one.
Smoke It and You're the Reason. I had those lyrics written back in like. Hang on a second.
2016, you said. I think Hank's answering the phone or something. Wait, this will be cut out anyway. Why am I saying that? Wait, people are watching on live stream. And it's just me with the tab open. You drive a 65 Chevy Malibu, but the trash can part of the deal. Let's just play Who Let the Dogs Out.
Who let the dogs out? 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 Who let the dogs out?
Oh. I mean, I guess we were done anyway. Oh. Alright, so we're pretty much done. I just have one question for you.
Is this still alive?
Yeah. I just have one more question. Is that okay?
Alright.
Okay, so do you have any closing remarks about like your feelings on working with the roommates, how it went out, what just overall feelings on it?
Oh.
Can't tell if my Wi-Fi went out or if it's...
And so it wasn't really working out as much anymore?
Wait. Okay, I think my Wi-Fi's like really behind. Can you just repeat that real quick? Sorry. Yeah? I like just a second did.
The whole thing?
So we're both in it.
I mean, the thing about the roommate and me.
Yeah. Wait, is it still live? Okay, it is. It's still live.
Yeah.
Can you just re-say what you said about the
Me and
roommates thing?
Pastors kind of got into different kinds of music. Yeah, sure.
I think it's super delayed because the second you
Me and
start like
Cactus got
talking
into,
about
like,
it,
different
you can hear me.
kinds of music, and So would it be messed up like the first time I said it?
It was, but I'm just gonna stay quiet and just let you say your thing.
Oh. We have got into different, and we're still friends, but we just don't think either of us like
creative
to collaborate
differences.
in music as much anymore. Yeah.
Alright, let's just wrap this up because the Wi-Fi is like deteriorating. It was a cool call. That's the end of NASC 1057 the Bye.
See you back on Thursday. That was nice.